or the Physical Phonics resource set that is available on Teachers Pay Teachers. So this is a phonics program which combines physical education as well. So each of the lessons incorporates physical activity style, activities and resources. So for each of the sets of sounds that the children will work through, there is a teaching resource PowerPoint and a planning. So if we open this planning here, you can see that each lesson is of the same format. So this one's B as in bat. So we do a recap of previous learning, there's a teach section, a practice section and an apply section, and there is a lesson plan for each of the sounds that will be taught within that set. There's also the teaching resource PowerPoint, so each lesson starts off with what the sound is. We've then got pictures containing that sound. There's a video which shows you how to write that sound, and children will be encouraged to practice that in the air with their fingers. There's a story to read through which contains the sound, and children can practice writing the new sound when they hear it. We can also talk about capital letters and lowercase letters. We're then going to choose an activity from the story list set, which I will come to in a moment. And then there are words that contain that sound that children will be encouraged to read and sound out. Okay, so this is the story list set of activities. So as you can see, for each sound, there are several activities that you can do that go with the story. They match the story, and all of these activities incorporate a physical activity. Okay, we then come to the resources. So for the practice section, we have a set of activities that you can choose from. So there's different activities within this set, and then there are resources that match them. So for each of the activities, it tells you which of the resources you need. We then have small flashcards. We've got the large flashcards. As you can see down here, if I keep scrolling, we've got 211 pages here. We've got pictures that match for some of the activities. We have got, so these go through for each of the sets. We've also got word lists as well, so that you can use those words to help children understand the sound that they're learning today. So as you can see, we've got all of these for all of the different sets that are all designed for you. And then again, so that's the practice section. In the recap section, we have the same again. So we've got the activities for you to choose from. And then we've got the resources again. So a lot of these are similar resources for each of the sounds. There's 203 pages here. In this section, we've got Simon Says prompt cards in here as well for one of the resources, for one of the lessons. We also have yoga poses. So there is a game with different yoga poses for each of the letters. And then you will see that we do also have yoga pose cards as well that go with and tell you and show you how to do each of those poses. So there's lots of those there which match the letters for the yoga pose activity. We then have the apply section. So again, we have the apply activities, and then we have the apply resources that match. And again, there's 112 pages in this resource set. We then have some homeschool activities. So again, there's activities there, and we have homeschool resources should you want to use those. And we also have the continuous provision resources, activities that you can put out in your classroom or in your house for children to consolidate their learning. And we've got two sets here. So we've got lots of letter cards, sound cards, pictures. We've also got further down here, we've got some jigsaw pictures which can be cut up and children can put those together. We've got word lists, and we've got jigsaw word lists that can be split up and put together for children. We've got a twister game board here, so lots of activities there. And then again, this is the second half of the set, so there's another 150 pages here for the rest of those resources. So as you can see, each of the activities incorporates physical activity. So if I just show you we'll go in the practice section and we have a look at one of the activities. So the first activity is a word jump. So we're going to write letters or sounds onto large pieces of paper and we're going to scatter them around the room. We're going to then call out a word and the children are going to jump from sound to sound to blend the word. So as you can see, that's incorporating their phonics knowledge, helping with reading skills, but it's also incorporating physical activity as well. So then again, this one's phonics freeze. So you're going to play some music in the classroom or at home. When the music stops, the children must freeze. You're going to show one of the images to the children and the children are going to segment and blend the word. I hope that you like this resource. If you do have any questions, then you can get in touch with me on my Instagram, which is @MrsPeacock_PE.